It's great to be back in the most beautiful place in the world. Make yourselves comfortable. Have a seat. What an incredible team we have here. Look at this lineup of caucus members. Everybody, take over and pop up. We've got Tamara Jensen. Mark Dalton. Thank you, Mark. And Superman Gill. Thank you here to the people who did all the hard work. First of all, Rachel Enns. Give Rachel a round of applause. Jim Piggott. And I just had some candidates here. Where's Indy? Andy, get up here. Indy Kempy. And Mary Rogers. There's Mary. Good to see you again. Am I missing anyone else? Where's Ian? Oh, there's Ian. Ian Providence, good to see you. Give him a round of applause. Reese is here. Oh, Reese is here. Good to see you, Reese. Give him a round of applause. Great to be back in beautiful BC, the place that we used to invade as often as possible. When we were kids in Alberta, we would drive with our folks on long, winding road trips to see beautiful British Columbia and partake in the beautiful lakes, the mountains, and everything else. You know, Albertans are that alien species that raid and invade your province twice a year, in the winter and in the summer. And we're not around very much in the shoulder seasons, but of course Albertans spend a lot of money in BC. And of course we have a lot of conservative supporters here in beautiful British Columbia. Superman is a young guy, 25 years old. 26. 26?
Happy birthday!
Good. He's almost middle-aged. He was putting that youth to work, campaigning extra hard in the last election when he was first nominated. He said, the first thing I have to do is go and visit our seniors, because they built this country. And so he went to a senior's home, and he walked up to a lady, and he said, do you know who I am? And she said, no, but if you ask the nurse, she'll tell you who you are. and then he was out to the doors, and no one would knock on more doors than Superman. Right? The problem we had, though, was that he wouldn't stop, even when the sun went down. And one day in particular, he was out late. It was well after 9:30, and the team said, okay, you're going to have to stop, or you're going to cost us more votes than you're winning us. And Superman said, no, the people of my community love their country more than their sleep. I'm going to keep knocking. So finally, it was 10 o'clock at night. He got to the end of the street, and there was a house with all the lights out. And his team said, Superman, don't do it. You're going to get into some more trouble here. He went ahead and did it because he said, if I don't knock on this door and I lose by just one vote, I'll never forgive myself. So he knocked the door, and all of a sudden, babies crying. And a very angry mother came to the door and said to Superman, you just woke up my 1-year-old twins. And my husband, who is a Russian weightlifter, is going to come down and have a word with you. And Superman said, that won't be necessary. Just tell them that the local Liberal candidate dropped by. We are here today to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who stuffed the envelopes, pounded the lawn signs, spread the message online, helped build our policies, support our candidates, win the nominations, all of that intensive work that you did, one door after another. That was the reason why we were able to add 2.5 million votes and 25 additional seats and come within a whisker of forming government in the last election. We're here to say thank you for all of that hard work and tell you that we need you to do it again. We were about 30,000 votes properly distributed from winning a majority government in the last election. The difference, therefore, is going to be our ground game, but it is also going to be our policy agenda. As you know, we've been winning every single policy debate there is on inflation, carbon taxes, natural resources, crime, drugs. Our agenda is the prevailing one. Now, the Liberals go through 3 stages of denial when it comes to our conservative policies. First, they say the Conservatives have no policies. It's all slogans. And then they say the Conservative policies are very scary. And then they say, finally, we agree with all the Conservative policies. We're going to make ours. And they plagiarize them. Now, they only plagiarize them in words, not in deeds. They don't actually implement them. I mean, look at the half-hearted approach. Sure, they got rid of the visible part of the carbon tax, but then they're raising the less visible but even more damaging parts of the tax. They say they want to control spending, which we have been saying for years, but instead, their recent Liberal deficit is actually twice as big now as it was under Justin Trudeau. They say, oh, we're going to get big things built. And then they keep in place all of the same bureaucratic and taxation obstacles that prevent Canadians from building anything. They say they want to double home building, which has been blocked by having too much bureaucracy. And their solution to that is to bring in even more bureaucracy with yet another government agency in the mix. So, and then on crime, they claim to agree with us on the need to repeal Liberal bail and crack down on drugs, but then again, they come forward with weak, watered down, non-solutions to the problems that they actually cause, which proves, again, that the only way a conservative policy agenda will actually be implemented is by having a new conservative majority government. Tasked with designing that policy agenda. You will come today and be voting on a number of different motions and resolutions that will help craft the constitutional architecture of our party. And I hope you'll do some policy as well. You're doing policy motions today or just constitution?
Yeah, we're committed.
You're already done?
Yeah, we selected our 2 regional priorities for BC.
Wow, are they good?
They are.
What are they? Here we go, guys.
The winners.
Drum roll, please.
The winner with the most votes at all 4 policy meetings, with 192 votes by delegates, was Kelowna Drug and Substance Abuse Policy 1107.
Okay.
And our second highest vote total, I need those reading glasses.
On your head? Oh.
Those are my faraway glasses. With 157 votes, was also Kelowna, the Family Violence Policy 1111. I was just texting Tracy Gray to congratulate her.
Oh, that's
But family violence needs co-sponsors. So EDAs, when you get home, click that co-sponsor button on Ideas Lab and get family violence one over the finish line.
That's fantastic. Well, those sound like very important policies combating family and intimate partner violence. In addition to that, we have to end the drug scourge that has killed 50,000 of our people, the largest share by proportion right here in British Columbia. We know what we have to do. We have to get people into treatment and recovery towards total abstinence from drugs, no more handing out narcotics, no more legalization, and then of course lock up the drug kingpins, give them life sentences for dealing the fentanyl poison. That's what we need to get done, and I know that you're all part of that. Speaking of protecting and saving lives, we have Tamara Jensen here, who's got an incredible bill on protecting Canadians against medical assistance in dying for
Yes,
mental
yes.
illness. But we as MPs draw inspiration from all of you, from your ideas, your energy, your advocacy. We all still share the same mission, which is to restore the country that we knew and still love. A country where hard work actually pays off, where you keep more of your paycheck after taxes, and where those dollars preserve their purchasing power through sound money. A country with balanced budgets, small government, free enterprise to allow for maximum prosperity, a country that rewards hard work and success, gives our young people jobs, homes, and hope, a country where you're safe in your streets, where criminals are locked securely behind bars, where immigration is carefully controlled to put our country and its interests first, a nation with a strong military that protects our nation, our country, a military that is well equipped, well recruited for, and of course driven by a warrior culture and not a woke culture. Everywhere I go, the people tell us that we are their final hope for this country.
Yeah.
Countless young people tell me they're looking at moving out of Canada unless we're able to secure victory and restore the promise that their parents enjoyed and the generations before sacrificed to make happen. So that is what is at stake. All of us need to be more united, more focused than ever before, to develop a platform on which we will be proud to run, to deliver that platform to millions of doors, to spread our message online over and over again, to identify the voters, get them out to drop their ballots in that box, and exercise their sacred duty to vote. That's what we're in this for, to restore the country we knew and love, for our future, for our families, for our nation. Thank you very much. God bless you.